I think in Hollywood we were all part of the problem, because I think we knew a lot of this was going on, and we allowed it to happen.
Brooklyn Decker, welcome to Sip and Skim. Hi, Brooklyn.
Hi, Katie.
Co-founder of Finery, among many other things. We'll get to that in a moment, but first, what is your coffee beverage of choice these days?
An almond milk latte. Feel very fancy.
And there's a reason for that.
Yes, I cut out dairy because I have a colicky 8-week-old.
She's getting better, so that's a reason to sip
and skim. Cheers, cheers.
Let's talk about Hollywood in general, because obviously there's this moment happening, not just in Hollywood, but across the country. Time's Up, Me Too. And I'm curious to hear what you think about what's happening.
I have very mixed feelings, to be totally honest. I am so empowered by it, and I think any movement where women are coming together and really finding their strength and combining their voices to overtake something that's really systemic and awful, I think is incredible. And I can't speak for direct victims because I think there are reasons that people stayed silent, and I totally respect and applaud these women and their bravery for coming forward. But I think we've all been a huge part of the problem, and to see it switch so dramatically, I think it's going to take more time.
Before we talk about Finery, I just wanted to ask you one question about your personal experience with harassment in Hollywood or in the modeling industry. Did you face a lot of it?
I never faced harassment, fortunately. Although, I mean, looking back, I think I also probably made excuses for behavior that I shouldn't have, that I was sort of conditioned to. I saw a lot of inappropriate behavior from people in power, especially in modeling. And the difference, and I think one of the good things now that's really on our side, is social media. For all its negatives, I think specifically in modeling, it's given women a voice. I know when I was modeling, I couldn't just, and let's say a photographer was inappropriate, I couldn't just tweet it and have people notice it. You know, we didn't have that power. Twitter wasn't around back then. And so I think now women are getting more power because they actually have a voice.
Can you recall specifics about some of the things that you saw or witnessed?
I remember working with photographers and my agency calling me beforehand, saying to me, they may hit on you or ask for your phone number or may ask you to take nude pictures, ask you to take your shirt off. You don't have to do it. You shouldn't feel like you have to do it. But girls who do it tend to book bigger jobs. So they left the choice up to you, so you felt like, and then you'd get on set and that's exactly what would happen.
So basically no pressure / pressure.
No pressure, but it might help. Your choice.
Tell me what it's been like getting to know these two legendary actresses, Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda.
It's still intimidating. Because they're so legendary and because I feel like I have known them before knowing them, it's still intimidating. I don't know that I'll ever feel fully comfortable working with these greats because they have been around for so long and they're so accomplished and they're icons, both for like feminists and women and also in the film and television industry.
Let's talk about this new project, Finery, which is exciting, I know, for you, and I imagine you're learning an entirely new skill set.
Yes.
By being a tech entrepreneur.
Yes.
Where did you get the idea for this?
My girlfriend, Whitney Casey, who's my co-founder and CEO, we started thinking about all these things that make our lives run efficiently. And the one thing that we don't have that's mobile and that's actually running efficiently is your relationship with your wardrobe. And I travel all the time, Whitney traveled all the time. We thought there has to be an easier way to manage our stuff. And our stuff is important to us. Women will spend more money on their clothing than their education, which was a pretty shocking statistic, over their lifetime. And we spend 2 hours a week getting dressed. And it's like, I'm a new mom, I have a job already. I don't want to be spending 2 hours a week figuring out what to wear. My time is better spent elsewhere. How do we streamline this process? In came Finery.
So how does it work?
So we get all of your online purchases, we pull them into a wardrobe for you, and then we have a Pinterest-like button. So anything you can Google, you can add to your wardrobe. And then from there you can create looks, create packing lists, we give you wish list notifications on items you want to buy.
But right now you just refer to it for ideas.
Yes, exactly. And also you have your own closet in there, so you can create looks in there. If there are any items you want to buy, we let you know when they go on sale.
Can you explain what it means to raise seed money? We're not talking about gardening here.
We're not talking about gardening. So there's Series A, Series B, seed, and raising at the seed level means that you're a growth stage company. So for us, we're not profitable at this point. We're still growing our audience. We're still growing our website, growing our technology. And that's expensive, and you need to make really good hires to be able to grow a company. So you do a seed round, which basically means you go to these venture capitalists and you try to get them to invest in your company. So you stack all these meetings, you ask for 30 minutes, you pitch your best ideas and hope that they fall in love with what you're doing. And it's a lot of luck, it's a lot of timing, it's a challenge. It requires a lot of manipulation, feels like dating.
I was gonna say it's a lot about reading the room.
Yes.
Having emotional intelligence and the approach and chemistry,
Yeah.
right?
Well, these people who invest in these early stages of companies are going to be with you for the long haul. And some of the best advice we got was go with people who you like. Because at these firms, these people are going to be the ones who are answering your call at 2 a.m. when your website crashes. They're going to be the ones when you don't hit your numbers in Q4. They're there to guide you through that. And so you really need to go with people who you trust, who you think believe in what you're doing, who aren't investing with you because you're the hot deal, but who believe in what you're doing. And I feel like you can really get a sense of that in a room, but it is a challenge. It's a huge challenge.
But your latest round, you raised $5 million.
$5 million.
$5 million.
I don't know what happened. We're very excited.
Well, let's drink to that.
Yes, cheers to celebrating.